Welcome back. Thousands of people across the globe celebrated International Women's Day this past weekend, commemorating women's ongoing fight for equality, as well as focusing on issues like gender violence and, of course, reproductive rights. Activists in the U.S. used the day as an opportunity to speak out against President Donald Trump and his administration's policies they say are dangerous for women. Joining us now, the chair and vice chairs of the Democratic Women's Caucus, Congresswoman Teresa Leger Fernandez of New Mexico, Hillary Scholten of Michigan, Emilia Sykes of Ohio. Good to have you all with us. Congressman Teresa Leger Fernandez, I'll start with you. Many abortion rights activists seem very discouraged given the losses that we have faced over the past few years. And yet, from what I'm hearing, they do not see this fight as over.
It is absolutely ongoing, and we need to remember, I want to give a plug for the Democratic Women's Caucus. We are a historic 96 women strong. We are battle-tested. We come from a tradition of being the warrior women, and we are not giving up. And in fact, we are more energized than ever because we see exactly what they're doing from reproductive health care. They just gave up a case where women are at risk of losing their lives in a pregnancy. Trump just dropped that case. And I could go on and do a long list of the ways in which Trump and Musk are attacking women's health, and we are rising up, and we are not giving up.
So we were talking, Congresswoman, right before the segment began about how this is a Democratic Women's Caucus that's focused on, quote unquote, women's issues, but everything is an issue that touches women, economics most importantly. And I'll talk to both of you as members from Midwest states. We've talked about Michigan on my show before, but talk about the impacts in a state like Ohio of these tariffs that we're seeing right now.
They are going to be awful for a state like Ohio. Now, when you think about Ohio and tariffs, folks often cheer because they didn't like the effects of NAFTA. Right. But these tariffs are not strategic. They're not thoughtful. And it's causing a lot of chaos. The stock market has been dropping, and we're looking at an additional $2,000 per family. Everyone is concerned about how much everything's cost. Gas, groceries, housing, health care. And these tariffs will almost guarantee that prices will go up, families will continue to suffer economically because of this very reckless and chaotic behavior. And we just don't understand why the president wants to harm Midwestern families like ours.
And we've talked about this, the idea that you've gone into conservative areas in your district and expected to hear maybe support for this, and that's the opposite of what you heard.
It's the exact opposite. On the ground, people are so upset about what is happening. Trump does not have a mandate. It was a close election, and he certainly doesn't have a mandate to cut essential service programs, let alone Elon Musk talking last night, how he wants to cut entitlement programs. Think about that. The richest man in the world saying that he wants to take away people's hard-earned Social Security dollars that they paid into it. They're called entitlement programs for a reason. You're entitled to it because it's your money. You paid into Social Security programs. So, when people ask us, what are women's issues? It's the economy. Women, mothers are concerned about the bottom line. They're concerned about the rising cost of goods. And Emilia is exactly right. Tariffs have a place to reach a strategic end. There's nothing strategic about this. What's the goal other than wreaking havoc and harming some of our most valuable trading partners in North America?
And then the other piece of this, too, the work that you guys are actively going to be doing later today is potentially avoiding a government shutdown. My understanding is that most of the Democratic caucus is not going to lend a yes vote to the continuing resolution, in large part because one of the ways the White House is theoretically getting some Republicans on board is by saying, don't worry, we're going to do this as a kick-the-can funding method, but we're still going to ignore some of the ways that Congress says we should spend money. Is that the Democratic thinking? Are you guys comfortable with the fact that this could lead to a shutdown?
I think Democrats are united in the idea that Congress is the one that has to decide how we spend money, where we prioritize. We're elected. It's Article 1, right? And the reason we are winning in court right now is because Trump and Musk don't have the authority to shut down agencies, to fire the people. But what Republicans want to do with this funding bill is give that authority to Musk. Remember, that's what we need to remember. They are giving Musk the authority to shut down what aspects of the government he wants. And that is something that we should not forget, that because he does not believe in our priorities, we are not going to let Musk do that. And every Republican who votes for this funding bill is giving up their own responsibility to decide, what do your constituents want and need? They are giving up the ability to decide, how do you fund those community projects? They are taking away important dollars for their communities. And that's why I think you see Democrats speaking against this bill, because it will be disastrous for our communities.
Yeah. One thing I think it's important to remember about this spending proposal is it is not a clean CR.
Which is what they're calling it.
Which is what they're calling it. Absolutely not. It cuts $860 million in cancer research for service members, veterans, and military families. Cancels out that burn pit funding. Yeah. You know, it cuts $22.8 billion in funding for veterans exposed to burn pits, and rent subsidies for 32,000 low-income households. You know, the high cost of housing is a huge issue in my district. There's nothing clean about this CR. This date, March 14th, is a date Republicans set for themselves. Last week, you know, they were putting appliance bills of rights on the House floor instead of dealing with the budget. Democrats are still at the table, but Republicans are in charge, and they need to come up with a solution to keep the government open.
Are you a no on this? Are all of you no's on this?
We're voting no. I'm voting no because I am scared, quite frankly, to go back to my community and talk to them about how this bill is going to take our taxpayer dollars that my community spent and is sending to the federal government in order to reinvest back in our district. They are ripping that money away. We're talking about water infrastructure. We're talking about fire stations. We're talking about things to create and keep our public safety. And my colleagues on the other side of the aisle want me to go back to my community and say, you should not trust the federal government because they're not going to carry out what they said they were going to do, ensure in service of our public service, ensuring that we have fire stations, that we have police cruisers, that we have the addiction services that we need across this country, because they want to give a blank check and authority to Elon Musk, someone who does not have the pulse of my community, who has not been to Barberton, Ohio, who does not know what it means to have insufficient water infrastructure, and you need sewer lines to make the decisions. The richest man in the world is going to make decisions on behalf of some of the poorest communities and taking away those resources away from them. It is unacceptable. And this is not something I'm going to be willing to put my name and my constituents behind, because this is their money that they're taking away.
Yeah, Mika, these are the concerns, frankly, that I'm hearing obviously at the table here, but from other Democrats, too, as we talk about this funding conversation.
Chair and vice chairs of the Democratic Women's Caucus, Congresswomen Teresa Leger Fernandez, Hillary Scholten, and Amelia Sykes, thank you so much for your service. We appreciate it. And thanks for coming.